and said, I think there is a time and place for use for larger game species for safety reasons, you know, elephants or, you know, water buffalo, like he was saying, I can surely see. But then when I look at our large game species here, we have elk is probably the largest. And is it too big for elk? I guess that's the question.
Yeah, I think, you know, I think there could be a safety argument made if an animal's not got a safe backdrop. It's one of the 4 principles we teach in hunter education, to only shoot an animal that's got a safe background behind it. And in the shoot, don't shoot scenarios of hunter education, there are scenarios in which an animal is standing skylined, and we teach the students not to take that shot, because if you miss or your bullet passes through, you don't know where that bullet is going. So we teach hunters not to take those shots without a safe backstop, but I suppose if somebody did take that shot without a safe backstop, clearly a 50 BMG is going to go a lot further after that than a normal hunting round. And you're right, the safety aspect of you know, dangerous game, elk don't attack people in Nevada, so you know, those 500 Nitro Express, that kind of stuff that's used in Africa, those are used on animals that are looking to hurt people when you get close to them.
Commissioner Elmbert.
I would like to make my observation out in the field. The elk hunting has changed dynamics of hunting. It's very popular. The numbers are increasing, and
Mr. Elmer, can you use one of the other mics?
Hear me now? My observations out in the field have not been, I have not seen anybody or talked to anybody that's using these larger caliber rifles. However, long distance shooting is becoming a factor in terms of elk hunting. It's just happening. It's just the nature of the animal, the country that they live in, the type of terrain that we have out there. It makes it difficult to get on the same face as an animal, and so they're shooting across canyons more and more. I don't see like I said, it's not so what I see. I do see this as an issue of being more proactive in limiting future. It's not a current problem, but you know, we ask ourselves, where do we want to draw that line? I certainly am in agreement with Tyler. We don't want them to be shooting cannons across through there. We don't want them to adapt other military technologies that would shoot up and around and over a tree. I mean, somewhere down the road, we do need to limit that. I don't know if the 50 caliber is the right limit. Maybe it's something other than that.
Yeah, if I may, Mr. Chairman, just touching on that note briefly of future technologies. Some of the stuff you read out there now, I watched a show on TV a while back about new developing military technology, and a company had developed a round for urban type warfare that shoots through a window or a doorway, and that round senses when it passes through a barrier and it explodes on the other side of the barrier. Probably not a hunting implication there, but fascinating, some of the technology that's coming down the road. Also, in reading about the 50 BMG, there's a company, I think it was Lockheed Martin or somebody, who's developing technology to steer that bullet after the shot. So, you know, when the bullet is actually traveling downrange, they're going to be able to steer that bullet to its target. You know, some of this stuff sounds like science fiction. When I first heard about tracking point rifles, it sounded like science fiction. And right now, they're probably cost prohibitive for the average hunter, but a year from now, 10 years from now, that stuff's coming.
Thank you, Tyler.